Okay, well, thank you. Hello, every morning, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. And thank you for taking your time on a Saturday to come learn about the Purium business opportunity. So I was just saying that if a friend invited you here, they invited you here because they care about you and they found something amazing that has provided solutions for them in their life in a myriad of ways. And they're just going to share it with you and see if it might be something that could be a good fit for you or anyone you know. So what we're going to be doing today is we are going to be diving into the Purium business opportunity, the who, the what, the why, and we're also going to have some time to hear from some live story shares of people that are part of the Purium economy, part of the Purium business community, and how it has impacted their lives and why they feel so passionate about sharing this. So I'm going to go ahead and share a little presentation with you all. Let me get into present mode. Oops. There we go. Okay, so Purium, the transformation company. And I'm going to start this off by asking you all a question. And the question is, if all your bills were paid, what is it that you would be putting your time and your energy towards on a daily basis? So go ahead and drop in the chat. If you didn't have to worry about how much money was in the bank account or what bills needed to be paid, you didn't have to go to that job that maybe you're doing just to pay the bills, what would you be spending your time doing and your energy? So I'd love to see some comments in the chat. And I understand that this is kind of a big question. So if you're feeling a little bit like, oh, I don't know, that's okay, because I felt that way when I was first asked this question. So Rebecca says serving others, traveling. See what some other people come up with. Doing art, permaculture, and traveling, pouring even more into my children. Let's see, traveling, spreading the message of farming, helping people, buying back more land. Yes, I love that one. Let's see if we can get a couple more coming in here. Working with needy families, spending more time for self-growth, traveling, farming, focusing on loved ones, hiking the Pacific Crest Trail and surfing in Australia. Heck yeah, Rachel. Giving more towards others, spending more time with kids. So I love that we're seeing some common themes here. And I have to be honest, when I first joined the Purium business, I was asked this question and I was a little bit like, oh, what? What do you mean? Because at the time, I personally was in survival mode. I was just living to pay the bills. And before finding Purium in 2018, I was a single mom. I was barely making ends meet, even though I was working 4 different jobs. Just the amount of bills that were stacking in was just didn't seem to stop. I was suffering silently from postpartum depletion, which is something that I know many mothers suffer with, and they don't speak about it often. And so I just kind of thought that was life after pregnancy. Crazy mood swings, really low energy, my hair falling out, my nails breaking, just really not feeling like myself. And as a result of all of that, I was really hiding my talents from the world. I knew I was born here to do something amazing, and go ahead and drop a 2 if you feel that as well. Like you were born, you were put on this planet to give, to serve, to share, and drop a 1 in the chat if there's ever been a time where you felt stifled in that and you didn't know a path forward and you didn't quite know what your gifts were and how to give them to other people. And so that's where I was. And the Purium business opportunity came into my life, thankfully, in 2019. And I remember when I was asked this question, what would you be doing if all your bills were paid? What started running through my head was, well, I would be showing up for my son a lot more present than I am now. I would be world schooling my children, homeschooling my children. At the time, I was in an immigration process with my husband, and so I was working to try to get him over here. And I imagined a life together where we were traveling. He's a musician, so traveling for his art and his work, being together as a family, growing a garden, being close to my sister, with my mom, and just really spending our time in nature, doing what I love to do, and just not having to make decisions based off of the amount of money that was in my bank account. I had never experienced that before in my life. Every time I had a goal or a dream or a trip I wanted to take, I always had to look at the bank account first to see if that was even a possibility. And so when I was asked this question, I was like, wow, what about not having to make choices based off of the limitation of my bank account? And so I started to build my Purium business with those great dreams, goals, visions, and aspirations at the forefront of my mind. And I can honestly say that 5.5 years later, I am living that exact vision, that exact dream that I thought of 5 years ago 5.5 years ago when I was asked that question. And so it's really incredible when we put intention into something and we say yes to opportunities, we say yes to people that are coming into our lives, offering us solutions. And now, I'm a thriving mother of three. And with Purium, I was able to build a 6-figure business in just 2 years of starting my business here. And it is continuing to thrive and prove to be very sustainable for our family. I'm speaking on stages, sharing my gifts. I'm no longer hiding behind hoodies like I was in that picture. And I'm going out on the limb doing things that I always wanted to do, but never knew how to do. And I truly can say I'm making an impact in my community, in my family, and in the lives of others. So, and most importantly, I'm living life on my own terms. So I am living life not based off of what's in my bank account, but based off of what are my true aspirations? What is the true service I want to bring forward? How can I really help others? And that feels so good. And the reason that someone invited you here today is because this Purium business opportunity is a vehicle for people to achieve that. Not only myself, but many people even on this call, people who are doing this business or aspiring to these things. And it's become a solution for those of us that have big dreams. So who is Purium? We are a transformation company, and we are committed to 4 pillars: health, wealth, planet, and community. And on the health front, what we are as a company is we provide the top 1% of quality organic superfoods grown in regenerative soils and triple tested for purity, for heavy metals, for pathogens, all the things. And we help people to create sustainable, healthy habits and life transformations on the physical, mental, and emotional. All of our sourcing is from organic and sustainable farms. We practice regenerative agriculture, and we have rigorous testing to make sure that the food we are providing to people is true, real food. I don't know about you guys, but when I go to the grocery store anymore, I'm really questioning, is this food or is this something that was made chemically in a lab? And so it is our commitment to actually allow people to have farm to table food. And on the wealth front, we offer an opportunity where we basically are the marketing department for Purium. Those of us that are on these products who have had life transformations, who love the commitments that the company have, we go out there and we share Purium. We share these organic superfoods with our families, our communities, and as a result, we get compensated for that. We get compensated for being the direct sellers, more or less. So what can happen because of that is we support people in creating additional streams of income and residual income that create opportunities for increased freedom and enhanced passion in their lives, like I was sharing to you about my story. So some people do this business and take this opportunity simply so that they can, get their personal products paid for. Some people, sorry, I'm just checking my mute buttons. Some people do this business as an additional stream of income for a car payment, for a house payment. And then some of us have taken it full on and it's become our full-time income. It's actually become a multiple stream of income for us because we're so passionate about the work we do here. So our main goal is to meet people where they're at and really provide health and financial empowerment. And then on our third pillar, planet, our goal is to reduce our food footprint. So if you're not aware, our traditional food system has a lot of carbon emissions that goes into that process. From the time the food is picked on the farm to put into a truck, to brought to a holding facility, to another holding facility, to another holding facility, and then finally brought to the grocery store where you have to actually drive your car to go pick up the food and then drive home and then put the food in the refrigerator, which is also using electricity. That whole process is a very big footprint in terms of carbon emissions. And so one of our goals as a company is to reduce our food footprint. And as a result, we have one of the most efficient plant-based food delivery systems. We grow the food on the farms. We use 100% of the food. So a lot of times when the food that we see in the grocery store, almost 60% of it has been thrown out before it hits the grocery store because it doesn't look pretty enough to sit in the shelves or whatever. But here with Purium, we use 100% of the food. So all that water and all those inputs that went into growing the food don't go to waste. We have a dehydration system where that food is then low temperature dehydrated, sun and wind by solar and wind dehydration, and preserving the nutrients in it. And then it's shipped to the facility where it's all tested and the formulas are blended together and then shipped directly to your door. So the amount of carbon emissions that we've taken out is incredible. We also have plastic-free packaging. It's home compostable, made of bamboo and hemp packaging. So when you're done with your products, you actually can go out and bury that package in your backyard. It actually adds to the health of the soil, and we're not adding to the trash problem in our world either. So our compostable packaging has prevented nearly 300,000 pounds of plastic waste from going into the oceans, which is incredible. So those are our values for the planet. We're always thinking, innovating as a company, how can we help the planet so we can leave behind a healthy environment for 7 generations to come. And then in a community aspect, we are a transformation company, like I said, not only in health and wealth and planet, but in communities. We provide positive mentoring, a supportive and uplifting community that inspires and motivates people to become better people, people to stop hiding, people to share their unique gifts, people to be in service and help their communities. So one thing that I've experienced coming into this Purium community is I was a solo entrepreneur before, and it was very lonely. I found myself kind of not being in community and being more of in a competitive entrepreneurial space. And once I've stepped into Purium, it's the first time in my life I've understood the concept of a leveraged business where you can work in collaboration with other people and you can leverage other people's skills, knowledge, time to enhance your message, enhance the way that you do business. And then as a result, you get to share your strengths as well. So we are focused on personal development in this company. We're also really focused on team connection and unity as a company and as a collective in moving forward, not only on our personal missions, but as on the mission of the company as a whole. So this is our 4 pillars: health, wealth, planet, and community. Now, that's quite a bit of information from me, so I don't want you to just hear it from me. I would actually really love to hear from some of our Purium brand partners. If you're on this call and you're a Purium brand partner and you feel inclined to raise your hand, we're going to just do maybe 1 or 2 minutes shares. We did just have a big 20th anniversary convention. So if any of you Purium brand partners want to come off and just share, how has this Purium opportunity impacted your life? How has it helped you to dream bigger? How has it helped you to stop hiding from the world and share your talents? We'd love to hear from you. So go ahead and raise your hand and I can call on you if you're willing and able. Let's see. All right, Rachel, we'd love to hear from you.
Thank you. I love this call. I mean, Purium has so radically changed my life. Not only did it help me recover completely from Hashimoto's and my blood work is now normal and it's been normal for 10 years. I have like this incredible life of health after being sick forever for 9 years. As I've shared this with my friends and family, my family has gotten healthy. My friends have gotten healthy. And not only that, it's helped me actually financially tremendously. I was living in my car at the beginning, and now I live in a beautiful home, and I've been able to use the money to support my family in the Philippines. I've been able to send money back and help them start businesses. I bought my sister teeth. I bought my brother teeth. They were really struggling from malnutrition in the Philippines. And it was just incredible after my father died to be able to step in and to start providing for my family the way he did after he died. And so it's been tremendous for me financially. It's just been like an answer to my prayers. And I love that I have just the freedom to work from everywhere. Yesterday, I was working from the beach that looks kind of like the one behind you, Mary Beth. I was at the beach talking to someone, said, I know you're really busy. It's going to be hard to schedule you, blah, blah. And I said, wait, why do you think I'm busy? I'm sitting here at the beach just waiting for calls to come in so that I can help people. That's all I do. So it's amazing. It's just such a nice lifestyle. And the community here is incredible. It's just so wonderful to work with people who are so into health, happy, feeling great in their bodies, and just, enjoying, earning income together.
That's beautiful, Rachel. And I love that you say, I'm just waiting for calls to come in so I can help people. That really is our business in a nutshell. So thank you for that share. Rebecca, would you mind coming off and sharing? Did you hear me, Rebecca? Are you able?
Sorry, I missed my name. I hope you can hear me all right. We're in a funky old RV doing our freedom lifestyle, headed to the Oregon coast for a couple days. Purium has given me such means to reach people that I never otherwise would have reached. And I really love that. Give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. Teach him to fish, he'll fish for, he'll eat for a lifetime. I feel like that's the Purium model. This is, in my heart, it is to teach more families to fish, to teach more families to have such incredible sustainability and to really increase their health, right? We all come for the health, we stay for the community. We come for the health, we stay for the wealth. We come for our whole, variety of reasons. But Purium gives us a family and it gives us a community to thrive in. And it just breaks down the old tried, and I'm not going to say true, the old tried dollars per hour matrix that so many of us get stuck in. And we just spend our lives building someone else's dreams, and it begins to make no sense. And you ask yourself, is this all that this is about? This is what this is it. I'm not saying dollar per hour jobs are going anywhere, but what if we can do better? That's been the case for my family. And if you know me or are getting to know me, we have 7 children and we homestead. And I need to keep my husband close to the family to help raise these children. There's no two ways about it. So we are doing our dream life. Purium is definitely a vehicle helping to fund it. But at the end of the day, I go to sleep with a lot of peace in my heart, knowing that I've helped more people help themselves, health, wealth, and just being surrounded with people that truly love them and care about their well-being. So it is truly a gift.
Yeah. Beautiful, Rebecca. And I love that you're in an RV with your whole family right now on a road trip doing this. So thank you for that share. And I do see quite a few hands up, but we're going to just have time for one more share. We will have this call again next week. So I encourage you to come back and raise your hand again and get your share out there. So Bree Taylor, would you mind jumping off? Are you available?
There we go. 1 second. Hi, I'm in the forest. You're on the beach. I want to speak to that you can replace your income from your corporate job. From convention, one of my biggest takeaways was how much I loved meeting so many different people from so many different walks of life, but particularly I met several people that had past corporate lives like myself. And, I went to college, was told to get that job, and you're going to stay in this job and you're going to move up in the ladders in your career. And I did that for a decade. And then I wanted to stay home with my kids. But I also love having something of my own, and we needed to add more income in our family. But I just didn't want to go back to that 9 to 5. I was working 60 to 70 hours a week, and that's not sustainable for my health. Turns out for me that really proved out to not be sustainable for my health. I had several health issues in the last 2 years. So Purium has really turned around for me, my health, right? Just like I think Rebecca just said, we come here for our health and we stay for the community and the wealth. That's very true. But I hope that there's someone out there listening right now that if you are like me and you came from that corporate world and for some reason you feel like that's just what you have to go back to or what you have to stick with, that I'm here to say, no, you don't. And you can create your own business and integrate the tools and skills that you learned and utilized from whatever corporation you came from, they are all transferable. So that's my share.
Yeah, thank you, Bree. And it's been amazing to witness you pull in your skills and your gifts and your talents into this business in a sustainable way for you and your family. So thank you for those shares. Again, we got to keep this call tighter. So we're going to do 3 shares, but we are going to have some time at the end for some question and answer. So I'm just going to finish up this presentation real quick. Let's see. Thank you all so much for those shares. And we're going to move into, we did the who is Purium and now what is Purium? So if you become a Purium brand partner, you get your own online superfood store. And basically what that does is it provides affordable solutions for health and financial aspirations for your family, for your community, for your loved ones, for those that you meet out in the world. We have products that ship to the US and Canada. One thing that I love is we are primarily a woman-led company. One of our founders, Amy Venner, is someone I look up to so much. She's pioneering the field of women entrepreneurship and just shows what can be possible as a mother who loves her children, but can also be really successful doing something she absolutely loves. So we have a superfood gift code program where when you become a Purium brand partner, you get your own affiliate code and you get to share that code with others so that they can purchase these amazing nutrients, up-level their lives. And as a result, you get a compensation. So you can create real impact in the lives of others, as well as creating real income for yourself. It is an equal opportunity business model that meets people where they are at in business or in health. There's not a set time limit that you have to do or any of this. It's like we meet you where you're at. If you want to just put in a few hours a week and start creating an additional stream of income, or you really are looking for something that can really replace your full-time income and you want to dive full in, you can do it in any way you choose. And the beautiful part is whoever invited you here is going to be someone who helps to mentor you through that process, helping you find the balance in your life to do that, as well as you'll get to meet other teammates that get to inspire and mentor you in that process as well. You do not have to have inventory on hand unless you want to. There's no franchise fees, and it's a super low cost of entry. So the way you become a Purium brand partner is you order your own personal 90-day lifestyle transformation. You get started on the program. You get to consume this food. You get to feel the effects for yourself. And as a result, if you want to, you can become a Purium brand partner through that purchase as well. So it's very, very low cost of entry. And then a little bit more, I think we've kind of nailed it down why Purium, but just to reinforce, we have some of the most passionate and dedicated owners that I've ever met. They have been industry leaders in the health realm for 30 years. Dave, one of our founders, is actually one of the reasons we have the USD organic label, because him and a group of people went to the Senate and made that happen. Our company is extremely innovative, as I've told you about our plastic-free initiatives and our reduced carbon footprint food delivery system. We also have the only product on the market that is proven to detoxify glyphosate from the system. And if you're not sure what glyphosate is yet, I would encourage you to reach out to the person who invited you and have them share more information with you, because it is prolific in our society and it's leading to so many different things, gut microbiome problems, even neurological and mood disorders, systemic inflammation in the body, and so many other things. And we have a solution to rid that out of the body. Quality, integrity, customer service are our core values. We've been in the network marketing sphere for 20 years as a very successful company. There is no middleman in this business. You're an independent contractor, so you're in business for yourself, but again, not by yourself, because you're held in the community atmosphere. And one of the most amazing things, I think, is all of our products have a 60-day money-back guarantee policy. So if you do the whole program, you eat all this food and you decide it didn't work for you, you can actually return it. But that being said, we have less than a 2% return rate. So that just goes to show how powerful and effective these foods are for people. So within closing, that is in a short nutshell. There's lots more we can explain to you what the Purium business opportunity is. Reach out to the person who invited you for more information. And I'm actually going to go ahead and stop the recording. But if there's any guests on this call that have questions, we can stay on for the next 10 to 15 minutes to just help answer questions for you. So